Don't dim, detonate. This new moon in Leo today invites you to stop shrinking your dreams to fit someone else's narrative. There's a version of you that doesn't wait for the cue. She doesn't ask if now is a good time. He doesn't poll the audience. They don't audition for approval. She's not just writing the scenes. She's crafting whole new realities from fragments of forgotten dreams, setting the storyline on fire with her own sacred rhythm. He's not waiting in the wings. He's lighting up the stage, grounded in presence and unshakable purpose. They aren't wearing someone else's ill-fitting costume. They're designing breath-stealing couture, stitched from soul, story, and unapologetic truth. And when any of them enter the room remembers just who the fuck it was built for. This Leo new moon isn't about performative confidence or manufactured charisma. It's about sacred visibility. It's about standing fully in the truth of what you want and letting the world see you want it. Hiding doesn't protect your magic, it buries it. And we need you. We need you. Not some polished persona or palatable version. We need the real, radiant, fire-breathing, truth-speaking fullness of you. Take a moment. What truth have you been editing out of your visibility? Whose comfort are you centering? And what would shift if you centered your soul instead? Before you can beam your brilliance, you have to reckon with the ways you've been taught to hide it. For rebels, healers, changemakers, being seen has never been neutral. She's been burned for it. He's been told to toughen up. They've been labeled as too much, too loud, too ambitious, too emotional, too bold. So she shrinks. He tones it down, and they over-explain. She seeks credentials like armor. He doubles down on proving his masculinity. And they wonder if being fully themselves will cost too much. We've all been shaped by systems that gaslight us differently, but silence us just the same. She was taught to apologize for her power. He was told sensitivity made him weak. They were expected to contort until they could fit quietly inside someone else's definition of gender. But your bigness is not the threat, your suppression is. You don't need more proof. You need more permission. And you're the only one who can give it to yourself. What would it look like to offer yourself that permission today? Not someday, not once you're ready, but now. So how do you show up when the world has tried to shape you into something smaller? You stop performing and you start emanating. There's a difference between broadcasting and beaming. Broadcasting is effortful. It's trying to be loud enough to be heard in the void. It's content calendars and hashtags and doing the most. Beaming? Beaming is a frequency. It's radiance, it's resonance. She walks into the room and people sit up straighter. He speaks and the room hushes. Not because he shouted, but because he glowed. They post a single sentence and their people whisper, "That was for me." You don't need a megaphone. You need coherence. And this moon is your moment to become it. So ask yourself, where are you still broadcasting? What would change if you trusted your energy to do the speaking for you? Once you begin to beam, everything else shifts. You stop marketing like your magic is a commodity and start embodying it like a calling. Her offers stop sounding like a pitch and start feeling like a portal. His business stops chasing algorithms and starts attracting alignment. Their price points begin to rise, not because they've added more, but because they finally know what it's worth. She becomes the sun. He allows himself to receive. They become the moon, anchoring the very tide. This isn't just visibility. This is vibrational leadership. What are you ready to stop selling and start standing for? This isn't performance, love. It's a devotional act, a reclamation, a radiant fuck yes to being fully you, fully alive. So straighten your spine, unclench your jaw, loosen the lie that says it's safer to stay small. Because you weren't made to flicker quietly in the corner. You were made to detonate like stardust, beautiful, undeniable, and impossible to ignore. And let this new moon remind you, you were always the lead. Today's daily affirmation. I am the center of my own sacred stage. My desires are direction. My visibility is devotion. Every part of me is ready to be cast in the lead role. I take up space with grace, clarity, and sovereign, unstoppable fire. I allow myself to be fully seen and profoundly supported. My light is my leadership. Postscript. Visibility isn't vanity, it's voltage. When you stand in your truth, you don't just shine, you electrify. Profit is protest. Presence is power. And this moon, it's your cue to take your throne and set it ablaze. Today's song of the day, Magic Room by Heidi Rojas. Enjoy.